Steed would foil the diabolical plots of fiendish villains with more than a little help from his partners in crime fighting, a succession of athletic, high-fashion, glamorous women. The first was Kathy Gale. Then along came Emma Peel, and then there was Tara King.
Mother sent me.
It did advance the cause of feminism, because up till then you had the odd bitch and the murderess, but you hadn't had a woman who was the equal of the man.
Apart from me, you're the best driver I know.
I was his sidekick for a long time, and then he went off and became a movie star, and I was left all on my own. And they said, well, what are you going to do? I said, well, what do you think we could do? And they said, well, you could find somebody else. So I said, who? I said, well, shall we have a woman? A woman? At that time, there wasn't such a thing as a woman on television, you know? So we looked around and we found Honor Blackman.
She really took to all the judo, all the physical stuff with tremendous glee.
I wonder whose friends they were.
Not mine.
She was the most un-male person I know. She was totally feminine and extremely agile with the opposite sex and a delightful woman.
It was pure entertainment. It was surprising at all times, and it was English.
It was a beautiful England that everyone wants to know. It was sunny, people had wonderful things, wonderful cars, wonderful clothes, there were flowers. It was an ideal England. It wasn't the dark, grey, cold place that people think of.
The Avengers lives and exists in its own world. No social problems, no family problems. The only thing that was spoiling it from time to time were diabolical masterminds who were trying to take over the world.
Soon I will have a trained force in every capital city of the world. And then a third world power will emerge. We will grow in strength. We will grind our enemies under our heel until there is one world power, the state of Natskiville.
The plot sort of darted between the fantastic and the real with reckless abandon, and no attention was paid whatsoever to the fact that the plots were entirely wacky and mad and oddball.
6 doors, Major Steed. One is harmless, but the other 5.
Very clever.
Very.
Shut up.
It was gloriously over the top, but set against the bold new scientific developments of the 1960s, it all seemed strangely possible. Just about.
This model is remarkably accurate. It can drill holes in diamonds and goes through steel plate like butter. But as for living tissue, we shall just have to experiment. Feeling more cooperative?
No, I feel positively stubborn.
I suppose, as distinct from, say, the James Bond canon, it was sci-fi rather than spy-fi.
There's no hurry. Is there?
None at all.
And there was real violence, but it was handled in a fantastical way.
We didn't have blood. I always said that I want the impression that if we kill someone, that when we pan away, that someone, that actor gets up, collects his paycheck and goes home.
It's often dubbed a cult entertainment, a cult attraction, a cult fashion, and indeed it was.
It goes on being popular, I think, quite honestly, because it's just very good. I really think it is good.
There's nothing like it at all. And will there ever be again? There won't be another Pat McNee.
Well, I've often been asked why the Avengers was so popular, and my answer always to this is because it was very good.
I'll leave you to tidy up.
It's one of the best shows that's ever been made.